Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. It's 8 o'clock, so we'll get started. Um, Typically, we teach a Tuesday night meditation class at the studio, but since we're all taking measures to keep each other safe and practice from home, here we are. But I love this opportunity because it's giving a lot of people who wouldn't really be able to make it to class to be able to join us. So thank you very much. If I haven't met you, if you're here because you saw the post or someone invited you, then welcome. My name's Rebecca. I'm an instructor at Yoga Within, and I'm a certified meditation teacher. My teacher is Mandy Trop here in Edmonton from Lifestyle Meditation. And yeah, all of you are my teachers as well. So life is a teacher, isn't it? It's been quite a crazy trip the last few weeks, which is even more of a good reminder for us to come back to our center. So I'm really happy that you're all here right now. Okay. So I want to invite you to participate to whatever degree it feels good for you. You're at home, so you're watching this through a video, so you can be lying down if you like. Sitting up is a really nice experience in meditation, though, because there is this place between wakefulness and sleep where our conscious mind is still active and alert, but we haven't yet gone into that dream state. So if you feel up to it and you can be sitting upright for the class, please do that. We have some props here. You'll probably have them at home too. A blanket, folded up blanket for underneath your seat if you're going to be sitting cross-legged. It just helps to tilt the pelvis forward and help you be a little bit more comfortable. Another really awesome prop I like to use for meditation is a bolster. And how I would use this would be to place it underneath me and then sit in what we call hero's pose. I don't know if you can actually see this, where the bolster is right between the legs, the knees are bent, you're kind of sitting back on the feet. Okay. I also do have one student in class with me today, my husband, and he's choosing to lie down. And so if that's where you feel you need to be today, then go ahead and find your way onto your mat. Okay. So that's props. The rundown of how my class usually happens is that we'll do a little chat. We're going to keep that quite short today. And then some mindful movement. And then we'll move into the guided relaxation and meditation part. And then I'll leave you to be in silence with your own heart for just a short period of time, and then I'll bring you back, okay? The mindful movement is meant to help us just let go of any extra tension that we're feeling in our bodies and help us prepare for our practice. So again, if you feel like movement is not something that you want to do today, just close your eyes and visualize it, or move in any way that feels good for your body. Okay. So I like to start with arms outstretched. Again, sit comfortably in whatever way is best for you. Stretch the hands out nice and wide. Take a breath in. Lift the arms only to a place that feels good for you. Maybe that's here. Maybe you come all the way up. Draw the hands down the center line of the body. Interlace the fingers. Press down and away. Bring the arms back up. And then breathe out. Press the heels of the hands away from you. Now we're going to start to really pair that with breath. So inhale as we lift up. Exhale as the hands come down. When you get to about the heart, interlace the fingers, press down and away. You're still breathing out here. Breathe in, press the hands away. And exhale, coming back down. Just going to do a few more of those. And each time that you feel the body lift, that's the breath in. Really feel the spine lengthen. And as you breathe out, become really aware of what's supporting you and the ground beneath you. Use this as an opportunity to get curious about where you're storing or holding tension in the body. And use the breath to invite a release. Encourage the breath to move into the parts of the body that feel tight or tense. And that's the breath out. Let's just do one more together. Flip the palms. Great. Just bring the shoulders right up into the ears. And exhale to drop the shoulders. And let the breath be loud, okay? Let's really allow it to move tension in the body. Bring the shoulders right up. And loud exhale. One more time. Good. Really focusing on the key areas that we usually hold tension in the body. So the shoulders, the upper back. Drop the chin down toward the chest and just find some nice rolls in through the neck. And if there's anywhere that you feel the tension talking to you, take time to stop there and use the breath to help bring attention and mindfulness deep into the body. And see here too if you can pair the movement of the neck from side to side with the breath. So maybe one sweep over to one side is a breath in, and maybe the sweep over to the other side is a breath out. Just come back to center. Bring the gaze up and just take some nice gentle twists. So whatever that looks like for you, breathe in with a nice tall spine and breathe out to twist over to one side. And then stay there for as long as you like, or come back to center on the inhale and just twist over to the other side on the breath out. Inhaling to center and exhaling with the breath out. We're practicing ahimsa, always non-violence in our practice, so really listening to your body, slowing down the movement more than you think maybe you need to move in order to really be connected with the breath. So meditation isn't just about finding our seat on our mat and being quiet. It's really about finding connection with the breath, the body, and the heart in every moment. So maybe that's while you're walking down the street getting some fresh air. We all need that these days. Maybe it's while you're doing the dishes, folding laundry, or just spending time with one of your fur babies. Coming back to center. We're just going to take any last movements that feel good for you, that your body's asking for, and then we're going to settle in. Okay, and again, settling in, really honoring yourself. Just take a moment if you're not sure to take a breath. And a long letting go exhale. And then just ask your body what it is you need right now. And whatever answer you get, not questioning it, but just finding that posture right away. And then settling into your posture, closing your eyes or lowering your gaze. And then coming back to noticing the breath. And as you breathe in, no matter if you're lying down or sitting, feel the spine lengthen. And as you breathe out, maintain that length in the spine, but feel yourself rooting down. Feel yourself completely supported by the ground beneath you. Inhaling with the breath in, lengthening the spine. Exhaling the breath out, feeling yourself grounded, feeling the support of the floor beneath you. And now asking yourself, is there anything I can do to just be a little bit more comfortable? Maybe that's adjusting a foot, a hand, maybe just finding a little bit more support under the neck. Maybe you've been sitting for the last few breaths and you've just made a decision to lie down, whatever it is, just honor yourself. Go there now. And then return back to the breath. Just become the watcher of the breath. So just notice how the breath feels as it moves in. Notice if you make a sound on the inhale. Notice the temperature of each breath in. Begin to notice the same about the breath out. How does the body shift? Can you hear your breath out? Can you visualize the body settling, the breath leaving the body? Letting that same cycle happen with each breath in and each breath out. It's really intentful noticing. Watching the breath with a curious mind as if it were the very first time you were experiencing it. Really noticing how each breath out helps to settle you a little bit more and a little bit more. Continue to just follow your breath with your mind. Each breath in and each breath out, becoming a little more reconnected with yourself. We've all had a really crazy few weeks. I know most people have felt very disoriented, sometimes even flipped upside down. I know I have. And all I keep coming back to in all my conversations with people is breath by breath. Allow yourself to move breath by breath. Inhaling to find length in the body, to feel yourself begin to rise, feeling a sense of freedom and lightness. And feeling yourself settle and ground, feeling secure, safe, and supported with every breath out. Bring all of your awareness to the top of your head. To relax the body even deeper by feeling like the top of the head is breathing the breath. So feel the inhale move up to the top of the head. And as you exhale, feel the whole top of the head settle and soften. Allow that awareness to move down into the face, the ears, the jaw. Just imagine that the whole face is breathing the breath, softening on every breath out. Bringing the awareness down into the neck, the throat. Letting it soften with the breath out. Letting that awareness move down into the shoulders. Letting the breath out sweep all the way down the shoulders, down the arms, and out the fingers. Bringing the breath into the heart. Allow the heart to feel like it can open with the breath in. With the breath out, just let the heart settle. Just let it melt. Let the chest rise with the breath in. And let any tightness just move down the torso with the breath out. All of this might sound easier than it feels. Don't worry. Just continue to be connected with the breath. All you do is breathe for the whole time we're here together, and that's perfect. Bring your awareness in through the entire back body, the spine, all the way from the shoulder blades down to the hips and the seat. As you breathe out, allow that breath to move down the entire back body. Bringing your awareness down into your hips, into your legs. Inhale to feel yourself lift, and exhale to feel tension move down and through the legs and out the feet. Allow the whole body to feel lightness as you breathe in. Feel energized, feel open. And as you breathe out, allow the whole body to let go, soften. Can you feel those two things happening at the same time? The lift of the spine, the strength of the body, the structure of the bones and muscles and everything that holds you in place. Can you connect with that on the breath in? And then maintain that awareness on the breath out, but let go, soften, and find a sense of surrender with the breath out. A sense of softness. Feeling the structure of the body, the lift of the breath, the support of the ground beneath you as we breathe in, maintaining that awareness as we breathe out and soften at the same time. And breath by breath, we begin to come back to ourselves. In a spinning world, we begin to find our center again. Breath by breath, maintain awareness of the connection between the breath, the body, and the heart. Now begin to see if you can start to just lengthen the breath out. It doesn't have to be by much. Just begin to focus your attention on the exhale. See if you can witness and watch the exhale move away from you for as long as you can. And in a way that still allows the inhale to be not forced, still allows the inhale to be soft but intentional. And then just watch that breath out move away from you further and further. Letting the inhale happen naturally, effortlessly. Watching the exhale move away from you with intentionality. Just continue to pay attention to this lengthened exhale. Maintaining the rise of the body on the breath in. Feeling centered on the breath out. And watch that breath out as if you are standing at the end of a road, watching the breath move away from you like a vehicle driving into the sunset. It's never really gone. Exhale with gratitude, knowing that next breath in is waiting for us. Now continuing to expand and extend the exhale, I invite you to see if you can find a tiny pause between each breath in and each breath out. Maybe the answer for you today is no, and that's fine. Continue to be with the breath in whatever way is best for you. But if you can find space in between each breath in and each breath out, I invite you to begin to try that now. Noticing how the spaces feel. A moment of pure stillness, pure attention. Continuing to let each breath in and each breath out be effortless but intentional. If the mind tries to pull you away somewhere else, as the mind so brilliantly does. Just notice that. And come back to the intentional paying attention. Now, continuing to have a long, extended exhale, or returning to any comfortable breath that works for you. Begin to bring your attention, all of your attention, into your heart. And as you breathe in, to imagine or envision something that you'd like to feel more of moving deep into your heart. Maybe for you that's peace. That's a good one for now. Maybe it's ease. Maybe the word for you today is surrender. Surrender doesn't have to be a negative word, it can be associated with that, but surrender really is a feeling of letting go and finding flow. Maybe what you'd like to experience today is more flow. As you breathe in, imagine that the breath in is drawing that feeling or that sentiment into your heart. And then as you breathe out, and you're still extending the breath out, really watch the breath move away from you as you envision or imagine something that you are wanting to let go of. So maybe right now that's fear, maybe it's uncertainty, maybe it's ego. If you're somebody who's struggling with not being able to work at this time, or having your life not look the way you think it should. Whatever that is, roll it up in a little ball, and as you breathe out, allow that breath to carry that away from you. Watching it move down the road like a car driving into the sunset. And as you breathe in, invite in the feeling or sentiment, experience that you would like to have. And as you breathe out, allow what it is that you're willing or able to let go of move away from you. So as we breathe out, we create space in our heart for new perspective, new feeling, new experience. And as we breathe in, we intentionally fill that space with something that we would love to have more of. And the more in this case isn't something physical, but the more in this case is something that can really fill the inside of your heart. Remember to keep the breath out long and intentional if you can. Breathing in the gifts you'd like to give yourself in this moment. Breathing out to let go. And when the mind starts to pull you away or starts attaching to what it is you're letting go of or what it is that you're bringing in, bring yourself back to your breath. Allow the breath to continue to move you, to help you find your center back into your heart, help bring you back from the spinning, breath by breath. Breath by breath. Continue to watch this flow in and out of your heart. And if the words or sentiments begin to change and you begin to think of more things that you would like to feel in your heart and more things that you're willing and able to let go of in this moment, then allow those words to continue to shift or evolve. Breath by breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Continue to watch that flow for just a few minutes. And I will bring you back. The next few breaths on the exhale. As you release on the breath out, also send gratitude along with that letting go. So as that thing, feeling, emotion that you are willing and able to let go of in this moment moves away from you, send with it a feeling or sentiment of gratitude. For it was with you for a reason. And if not, maybe for a reason, you were able to learn from it. The next few breaths out, really extend gratitude to what it is that you're letting go of in this moment. Acknowledging it for the teacher that it was for you. Maybe an experience that you're still having. And you can still connect with that feeling or sentiment of letting go breath by breath. Being grateful for the experiences that feel challenging. and seeing them as our teachers. Take a moment to become aware of your hands and just bring them one on top of the other on top of your heart center. Or just visualize yourself doing this. Bring all of your awareness now into your heart center. Just consider now 3 things that you are so incredibly deeply grateful for. From the smallest thing to the biggest. So what's the most seemingly insignificant part of your day that you maybe stop to reflect on, like the birds outside or the rising sun? Or maybe it's the smell of your tea or the person that smiled at you as you walk by them on the street. Begin to think of the smallest thing that you're grateful for. And then choose at least 2 other things in your life that you're so incredibly grateful for. 2 things that when you feel like you're spinning, like life has swept you off your feet, you can bring your hands to your heart and close your eyes and think of these things and feel your center again. Bring your palms together over your chest if it feels good for you. It's a way to bring our awareness into ourselves and our center. Just another way. If you can, just tilt your chin, dropping your gaze down toward your hands. Maybe you gently start to blink open the eyes, or maybe you want to keep them closed for a little while longer. We're bowing our head down to our hands in order to take a moment to turn that gratitude inward into ourselves. The fact that you show up for yourself every morning, the fact that you show up for yourself at any time during the day that you feel like you need to just stop. The fact that you show up for yourself moment by moment by moment, breath by breath by breath, is a big deal. And you should be incredibly grateful to yourself that you have taken this time to return back to your center. Time to return back to your center, knowing that this is available to you at any time. And the more that we start coming back to ourselves, the more that we realize that we have never left. Thank you for coming and sharing this time with me. We'll end class in the traditional yogic way by saying namaste. Even though I can't see your faces, I feel all of you here with us right now. I'm going to try and do more of these. Appreciate and love all of you. As the world continues to spin a little right now, continue to come back to your center as often as possible, exploring the balance between effort and surrender, exploring the balance between steadiness and comfort, finding your way back to your heart as often as you can. We're all here for each other. Namaste. Peace. See you soon.